be in this room with all of you, with all the women on this stage who spoke so eloquently. The last time I was here in Nevada was to, get this, I was a guest judge on Top Chef. So no disrespect to Top Chef, but this is a lot more inspiring Nevadan experience. I know President Obama was here last week to spend some time with you, and I think you all know how crucial this state is in winning this election for our president, and how the women will decide this vote. So I am so incredibly proud to be here among you who are going to be the front runners of this campaign, the ones that are bringing our president another 4 years to continue the great work he's been doing. We really are facing a clear choice in this election. We can keep moving forward with the president, or we can fall backwards with Mr. Romney. Because we fought for change in 2008, President Obama was able to accomplish amazing, amazing things. He is keeping his promises. We have affordable health care, as we talked about. We are resolving Iraq responsibly. We have caught Osama bin Laden. Thank you to our president. And all of these things affect us, especially how he is promoting women's rights and protecting women's rights. I'm here for the same reason that you're all here. As Valerie was saying, I have a son, and we are creating the future for our children through this election. And I want him to see a president like President Obama in office, someone who respects and loves women, and is all for creating an equal world for us, and also, of course, for all of our children. I think now that I have a child, I feel even more strongly, as I'm sure all of you do, that I want my friends' children, my neighbors' children, to have the same access to health care that my child does. Under the president's plan, no child can be denied their health care because of a pre-existing condition. Women aren't required to pay more for the same health care, for the same treatments that men pay. And I think we all know people, so many of my friends and family were uninsured. My cousins were uninsured between college and their jobs, like Valerie was talking about. And one of my friends was injured in a serious car accident between, in that interim where she didn't have insurance, and she's still struggling with the debts from that hospital stay now. And now that won't happen anymore, because we all have that access to that health care, and Mitt Romney would like to turn that. And our right to choose, I think a lot of people my age, younger, we take for granted. It's something we've grown up with, and it's something that we forget took an incredibly hard fight to achieve. And as a new mother, as all of you as mothers, it's hard to hear, the word right to life, I think, as our opponent, because we all cherish life. We all love the miracle, the absolute wonder of what our bodies can do, and what we are able to create, and we are lucky enough to be able to create as women. But we also know that losing our right to choose means that we put our sisters in jeopardy. It doesn't end abortion. It just ends freedom to abortion. It ends safety. I think we all respect life, and we all respect our right to choose, and with the president, that right is not in jeopardy. And I also think that I'm sure as many of you in this room were moved as I was, that the first act that, the first bill that President Obama signed into law was the Lilly Ledbetter. showed a vision, it showed a goal, and look, I'm not going to complain about my wages, but I get paid half of what my male co-stars get paid. So I'm sure people working at our post offices and schools and hospitals and all of the important and wonderful work that everyone in this room, I'm sure, does deserve that protection that Obama's bill. Many of us, I was lucky enough to go to a wonderful public school and to go to college, and so many of my friends are still struggling to pay back their student loans. And if they went to grad school, God forbid, that's another 20 years of paying it back. So I think we can all be incredibly grateful to Obama's student loan reform that's helping millions of students pay back their loans, and the college tax credit that is also helping millions of students and families afford college. We know that education is the way that we're going to compete in the global marketplace. That's how we're gonna make our country the thriving economy that it can be. And I kept seeing these accomplishments and thinking, what else does he need to do to get 4 more years? Promise healthcare, he got it done. Promise protecting women's rights, he got it done. He promised ending the war in Iraq, he got it done. He got Osama bin Laden. I'm Jewish, and we have a prayer in Passover where we say, where you always say, you know, if God only gave us this, that would have been enough. If he only gave us this, it would have been enough. The word is dayenu, and I feel like the same thing. It's enough. He's done enough. He deserves it. So, Election Day is 73 days away. We are so close, and every single one of you matters. Every single one of you is going to make a difference in this election. Nevada is so, so important, and women will decide this state and this election. You are going to decide. So the first step, you talk to everyone you know, tell your story. That's how we can become positive, and luckily we have a president who has so many positives that we can create this win by saying the great things he's done, not talking trash. We can talk positively. We can tell our friends that this election is about the values that we fight for and our vision for the country. I think all of you felt, I'm sure as I did, overnight, I don't know anyone else who could have made this, that overnight we became so proud of who our leader was.